If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go from Southern California. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. The extra point is good. And the Ravens are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. A nice throw there by the rookie, and he earns his guys a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Play action now. Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 4.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. Finds room inside the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. It's a big one for the Ravens. 53 yards.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Good blocking, and he's in. Rasheen Ali. Touchdown, Ravens. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll stick with him again. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, LA.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And it's caught aside by Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move chains with another first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Back to throw. Right side, complete to Nakua. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
17 yards.
They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Rams first down.
14-yard line.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for.
Brings up second
And it'll
10.
be second down.
You got tight right there.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third down and 9. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. Moving to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On the give, here's Henry. What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
This one complete to Bateman. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. handoff with a tight end in the running game. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Anytime you decide to give the ball to someone other than the running back on the ground, Mike, of course you're trying to catch the defense off guard. You're definitely not intending to lose yardage. That was the case here. Defense was all over it. Great job.
Off the play fake. Jackson exiting the pocket right. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
I think everyone in the stadium is expecting a run there. So what do? On these early downs? You call play action. I love it. You're hoping to catch them off guard and selling out on the run here down near the goal line. But defense was ready for it. Nowhere to go with the ball. It's a really nice job there by the defense, staying disciplined in their coverage. This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. TJ Tampa up to make the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go. Check and look. Check the call. Check the call.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Inappropriate for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and He's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and short, Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It's a big one for the Ravens. 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Jackson. Now they'll set up the screen for Ali. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Second and 11. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down, they need 7. From the gun, Jackson. Moving to his right. He's going to run it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. it is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up a 2nd and 5. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Jackson looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. On again, it's Hunter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll throw out of the gun. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, Jackson. Forced out left. He keeps it himself. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Jackson now. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now Jackson. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side finds Dell. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? The Rams punting unit coming out as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
Yeah, this is one of those cases, Mike, that the defense is so consumed with locking down all the receivers that they lose track of the quarterback. And after realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball, he tucks the ball down and not only picks up the first down, he picks up a huge chunk play.
Here's Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll go again here with Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Derek Brown. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their
and he will score! Game on! Daniel Bellinger! Touchdown, Rams! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
1st and 10. Going to go right back to Henry. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was taken down by Cameron Kitchen. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Out to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he's got the 1st down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. On the ground, here's Henry. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
This the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Loop to kick this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. This is Henry. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Henry tries to pull his way in, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Rams 17.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Now they'll pitch it out here. And, they smacked him down there. Big hit at the line. No gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
3rd and 2.
Big play. 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Rams
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They proved much the best in this one. To get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.